I would have been. I'm not. This is this is an early long for me. I guess people are taking this short. They see this, they think price is going short. They tap into this gap here. So this may have been the a solid play, uh, solid entry right here. Let me see. My stop loss would. I don't know if I would. Let me see. Really would want to be long under the midnight open. Let's see. Let's see the. Yeah, this probably was the early draw. But we inside this 15-minute CB on in Q. I mean on ES and not in Q. So we do got the smooth highs up here. I wonder if they want to run those. We got news at 10 though. I want to wait for. What's good, Jared, bro? What's good, my boy? Yeah, that wouldn't have been a bad play entry right here, I would say. But I don't want to take it this early, so this would have been a beautiful play right here, for sure. Do the midnight open at support, take price higher. We stay in the upper portion of this inversion. Yeah, I should have went long there. But I wonder what price is going to do inside this here. If we completely just rebalance that. We opened up bullish with this 15-minute candle. Yeah, I guess this wasn't a bad this was the most obvious. I like the way 210 though, so we're gonna wait 210. See what happens. That news. 5 minute. Yes, because we swept the liquidity here, so where else would it? Yeah, that was a pretty obvious, low key kind of like move to the upside. It's pretty early though, but it was pretty obvious. See what price does here inside this inefficiency. Because we're in a premium, even though we're bullish, we're in a premium, and I'm not really trying to like be long in that. I'm not trying to like. I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to be long in above the 0.5 level of the range. At this gap, I don't want to be long in right here. I'd rather be shorting if we're in this area. If we're above the midnight open, I want to be shorting this, not gonna lie. Or if we get back below it, so none, let's use this to manipulation lower here. We took the London high here. We got the SMT at the highs, but we got the SMT here, so I'm liking that right there. SMT at the highs. This becomes, if this rebalances this gap here, which we did, this should become your intermediate term high. So see what they do with the macro. This 20-minute interval. Got that immediate rebalance right there. Go to a 10. See where the manipulation happens. Inside this 15-minute Sibi. On ES. And we're also on the premium of this range, so. Want to see if they want to take price lower from here. I want to see them take price lower if we're in a range. If we're in a premium based on this high to this low here. Do we take this low? So we took it a little bit, but since we're in a premium based on this range here, this dealing range, and we're inside this gap here as well, and we had a closure below these consecutive up close candles prior to taking a buy side here on the weekly. So I want to see if they stay in the lower portion. I'd want them to stay in the lower portion of this gap if we're bearish, not the upper portion. We can wick the upper portion, but I'd want them to stay in the lower portion and try to, you feel me, make our way back down. So we gotta wait and see, I guess. If I'm bearish, I want to look at higher time frame PD arrays, and I would want to see them stay like on the higher time frame, like the daily or weekly. I would want them to stay in the lower portion of whatever PD array I'm using. So this inversion fair value gap, and we have this volume imbalance right here on the daily. So. Their daily's trading higher, dollar's trading lower, so. to news, see what happens. Yeah, 2 minutes. If we're bullish, I want to see them manipulate price lower, even though I don't want to see them manipulate price lower at the open. Maybe take these lows, come back under the midnight open, come back into the first fair value gap, take that low, then form a buy model. Or if I'm bearish, I want to see them just run it, or they may just continue to price higher. I'm not really sure yet. You got that drop lower there. Just like that. I don't want to see them do that. Just like that. So you're still in a premium, as you can see. This 4-hour BISI right here, or SIBI. SMT at the lows. There's nothing really going on yet. I mean, they took price lower after the after news drop. I wonder what they would do after taking this low. If we could take this low, then maybe want to trade higher, take out the buy side. Since we're in a discount, there wasn't really an entry for me to go short from here. I feel like nothing really given. Yeah, there was nothing for me to take short up here. I can get rid of that now though. Nothing for me to go short, really honestly, if I'm looking at this. I mean, if I'm looking at it from a yeah, that was nothing really clear for me to take short, unless this was the only thing we had, the inversion fair value gap. So entry could have been here at 10:01, but that would have been just to take out the lows here. Wasn't the move I'm really looking for, I guess. If I would have took a short here at this next candle at 10:01 at the inversion. Let's go there. I guess that's not bad, but that's just back and forth, back and forth. Not the move I'm really looking for. See what happens after running this low now. See if we get inside. This inefficiency here, this buy side, sell side inefficiency right here. If you reach into that, I like how we still in a lower portion, but I would have needed something like if I were to take a short, I would need this candle. I would have needed this candle to like maybe come back into this range here. Maybe have an immediate rebalance with this candle, the 9:45 a.m. candle, have an immediate rebalance, and then put in like, a model to take this lower rather than just having, an entry lower here. So nothing for me to take, so it's okay. See what's happening here. See if we can reach inside this. This is the low from 4 o'clock. We still didn't take that yet. Oh yeah, we did. We did. I'll get rid of this gap there. We'll focus on this one to see if they want to trade inside this gap and maybe take it higher or continue to price lower. But in terms of range, I'm not really trying to. We got the open of the order block here. We got the high of the order block right here. These consecutive down close candles on the 1 hour, that's the high of the order block. So see what they do with that as well. I want to see this candle like the next. I want to see this candle just like kind of like melt off a little bit, maybe. So this is the manipulation. So everybody's chasing price going lower. They run price. Anybody who has positions here, stops here, getting triggered in, has a breakout, or anybody that has any stops resting here getting taken out. So everybody's chasing this going short, and everybody kind of chasing this going long, I would say. So they run it against them here. This area right here looks. Let me take a screenshot of that. That right there specifically. That pattern right there. I like that. Here's just 30-minute order block there. The open of it. Yeah, there isn't really anything I could take there. I'm looking at I would take. Okay, maybe this part right here. I'm looking at this as the run higher. Like I said, maybe could have took an entry here. This is the actual order block right here though. So that was the order block, which becomes the change in the state. This is the run higher that swept out the buy side here. And then we have this gap here. So this becomes your intermediate term high right here. Price shouldn't break above this high here. Okay. So okay. Looking at ES, let me see. Okay. At 10 o'clock. Okay. And it seemed that clear at first, but I could see now that, okay, any short above the midnight open, so anything here would have been an okay short. But this gap kind of like messed it up a little bit, I feel like. But as price pierced it there, so that'd have been pretty decent. We got the low here, we got a low here, a low here. So this was not like really obvious, I'm not gonna lie. 10 on one. Then when price didn't break above these consecutive down close candles here, because this put in the SMT, but we never broke above it. We never broke above here. This is like a 1 minute rejection block right there. We sweep that, so okay. Take a screenshot of that. Screenshot of that there. I guess I would just to do it to the actual, I would apply it to the actual. Guess I would do this now. If I were to look at this, I think price is gonna go lower to the implied Dillon range of it. But I don't like how we inside this 4-hour inefficiency here, so they really gonna take price lower from here. Let's see though. See chat. We inside this 4-hour bullish fair value gap on ES. So I want to see if that's enough to switch in a discount now. Would this be enough to take price higher? Okay, we got displacement. So we got the inversion here. We got changing the state of delivery there on ES. We got it on NQ as well. So
order filled.
entry there. Stop loss below the swing low. Inversion fair value gap on ES. You see we inside this 4-hour bullish fair value gap. So let's see if that stop is enough. Should be okay. Get rid of that. What is that right there? The order block open. That's why I took one contract going small, because this PA doesn't look too.
Stop filled.
Bruh.
Order filled.
Bro.
Order filled.
Alright, that's cool. That's cool right there. Thought this would be enough. Thought this 4-hour. This was a 4-hour buy side. Sell side inefficiency and win a discount. It looked like it would. That could be enough maybe. That seemed pretty decent. Straight though. I don't want to chase this going short, so is this what they're reaching for? They may be reaching for this. If I apply it, if I go here, the implied range, if I go here, put it to this low, we are in the premium and they may want to bring it towards this inefficiency. That's what I'm looking at now. ES doing. We trade below that on ES. We got this as well on ES. So may want to take it there. Let me see what NQ is doing. We got the change in state here as well. Yeah, I feel like this was a good one. If we're gonna use this high, this swing high to that low. It's got the sell side here. Sell side right there from the 15-minute. This was. New week opening gap as well right there. So that may have been a draw. Didn't even realize. Let's see what happened here. New week opening gap from 0721. got it here as well, but it's not as large as the one here. Yeah, so this may have been that silver bullet entry right there. That's my fault. Damn, I thought they would want to take it higher though. We got this gap here, but they want to bring it towards this here, and there's nothing for me to like, kind of like get on board. I feel like I would have liked this one here, that there, but I didn't want to rush right into it. Yeah, that would have been a really, really good trade scenario right there, bro. Not gonna lie. That would have been really good. But we're below the midnight open, bro. I usually like the long above the midnight open. I mean below the midnight open. But you got the CE right there. I'm glad I didn't take this. Well, let me see. This is usually how it happens. People are chasing the move going lower, and people might not know there's a new week opening gap right here. And what do? They chase it. They might buy. They may be using ICT concepts, and they may sell this CE. And I don't know. Stop wasn't taken right there, but it's kind of a crazy. Let's see. Let's see we got this 5-minute gap right there as well. It should be your order block here. You right there, chat. So I know they want to bring it inside. So we never did take that high there, that order block high. So that would have been pretty decent, not gonna lie. I like that right there, chat. I like that high. I like how we made a fair value gap coming from the new week opening gap. So I want to see if price can come back into this just a little bit. I don't want to sell it right there. Let's see what price wants to do. If we tap into it on ES, then we would have tapped into it on ES. So now I'm gonna watch the CE of it. See if they want to bring it to the midpoint of it or not. We're in a discount though, so I ain't trying to like I'd rather them just tap into it then. Yeah, I'd rather them just tap into it. Because we already traded inside of it on ES. So we can get some displacement coming from here, and I'd rather not be inside a move like that. But this would have been an okay short, I guess, then. I feel like they would have maybe slipped me or something. Let me see. Let me see. About point and a half. I guess that would have been solid. I guess that would have saved me a little bit. I like how we just closed below. We closed below the new week opening gap here. This is an old week new opening gap. So that would have been pretty cool, I guess. Stop loss right there. We would have got damn near. I don't know how I feel about that one. But yeah, let's see what they do. One, 2, 3 minutes. Damn, that's pretty nice, bro. That's some pretty good delivery right there, bro. Not gonna lie. Could have took it at the immediate rebalance. I didn't catch it fast enough, though. I did not catch it fast enough. See what they do outside this gap now. See what the macro does. There's honestly nothing I would do right here and now, though. I would have to wait for more price action to form, bro. So that may have been like, they may have gave me, I may have just, yeah, bro. I may have just missed out on the entries today, cause I had one here, another one here, and then I had the closure of this and the intermediate rebalance there. So I may have just missed out on the day. Or maybe I was just wrong on the bias drawing liquidity during the time I took this long. Yeah, from the implied instead of the actual like dealing range from high to low. This dealing range here should have took the implied range because we put in the swing high here, and if I do this here, this gap here, this 4-hour inefficiency, it's bearish fair value gap. It's above the 0.5 level of this range here, this total range. So, yeah. Yep. So they may, if I'm implying this, if I'm identifying this as an implied range, they most likely will just continue to melt it and bring it down. We got this here, this gap that needs to get filled. We also got this here, so they may want to retarget this old PD array or this order block there. So I may, like I said, may have just been on the wrong side. And then ES is pretty much just, yeah. So they may just continue to melt price here. Let's see though. Yeah, it may just melt it, at least into like this area here. So if I can find, maybe if I can just print out a fair value gap, and maybe it'll catch it to like here. Since price is extremely heavy, maybe it'll scalp something right there. But we'll see what price does here with this next few candles. Got a minute left on that candle, 11 minutes left with this candle, and we're at the CE. Let's see what they do with it here. Bro, what is going on? The PDA right lined up with that. You got this small little tiny gap right there, and some of this here. Let's see. I'm definitely not gonna chase this going. Let me see what tomorrow looking like. Tomorrow, nothing. Yeah, nothing on tomorrow. I'll probably just let it do what it do. Yeah, I know the shorts were it, but I didn't. I had a few entries, but I didn't take them. I didn't take them, bro. I had one here, changing the clear, obvious, changing the state. Didn't take that there. I had just got out of a short here, so it is what it is. We ain't tripping. We'll just let it do what it do, I guess. I had a few short opportunities. My fault, bro. That's completely my fault. I just wanted to be a buyer under the midnight open today. I didn't want to sell under the midnight open, but that's what price action is giving. So see what the macro does. See how we got no wicks there with that candle. So let's see if they'll deliver. They want to deliver. I may get the move I was looking for, but it may not give me like an entire price run. Let's see if we get a change in the state. No, we didn't get one. Love the content, bro. Keep up the grind. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that a lot. No cap. Looking at the CE of this gap here. Of this 4-hour gap. Looking at the CE. Watching that. We got this small little 1 minute volume imbalance right there. So I want to see if they use that. They tap into that once more. If we wick it or if we close above it. So we just wicked it, okay. I'm gonna see if we can get back above that volume imbalance. We did inverse it, but here for do this sake. I want to see some displacement from this area. If we inverse this, I want to see displacement. Like that. Displacement like that. See how we close. We did close above. Give it a minute. Get rid of that on we closed above the order block here on ES, but not in Q just yet. We did inverse the fair value gap as well, but we have this gap on the 5 minute. 1 minute left. All right, let's see if we get a price tap back into that. We'll take the entry.
Order filled.
Take it there, it's fine. So stop there. Oh, what the world? Oh, that's A2, okay. That's A1. Get rid of that there. %50 of the wick is here. So stop should be good. Right under that low. If we want to get some, if we want to trade higher out of this 4-hour bullish fair value gap. As you can see, we're inside this 4-hour bullish, so we'll see if that's enough. If this inversion can hold us up, or if not, I was just wrong on the day. So midpoint of the gap there. As you can see, I can actually get rid of this here. Midpoint of the inversion fair value gap. I want to see that stay open. If we can get back above here, then I'm okay with adding another position and then moving my stop loss under this low. But we got to get above first. I want to add another now.
Order filled.
Add another one there. I like the displacement we have above that there, so stop loss gonna go here now under the inversion. If we get a closure, then I'll add another one. See how we close. See if we come back into this order block here. Order block high at least. We'll target like the 50% of this gap there. Anticipating this as inversion.
Order filled.
Just like that there. And I'll move my stop under this order block low. And then we'll target, like I said, maybe the new week opening gap. I think they can bring it. I think they maybe want to take price a little bit. Maybe may get a solid run 55 minutes into this candle. We may get a solid push higher. So let's see. We got this gap here that was left open. So stop is here. I'm okay with that. The most recent range we just created was this range high to low. This is from Tuesday. We have this here. 50% of the range is here. Entry was at 23,181.50. We'll see what price does here. And we'll see. This would be a 1-to-1. I'm okay with a 1-to-1 as well. We'll see just how it's looking if we do get above, but anticipating this as inversion. So I want to see a closure above. We're inside the macro as well. Bullish S&T on Bitcoin and the SPX 500, and Bitcoin has a 0.96 correlation rate at the moment. Looks bullish. We'll see. Stop loss is in a pretty good spot because we got this wick here. I treat this wick as a gap. So this is a good area for the stop loss. I like the closure right there. I want to see them keep it above this. I'm gonna mute this and step away. All right. We got this 5 minute gap here. So I'm gonna brace my stop up just a little bit. We'll get rid of that there. We'll make this that color there. Let me see. I don't really like how we traded above. I don't really like that there. I'm not gonna lie. We got the gap, so I guess I gotta just wait. But I don't really like that. Yep. Not looking too good. Let's see. Look at this candle closure there. Look at this one straight drop. That's what I did not want to see. And then make a gap. That'll be a balanced price range, meaning that'll hit my stop. So
Stop filled.
bruh. Alright. Call it a day, bro. I missed the shorts. Thought the longs were ready. Guess not. So down two, we down about two in the account. Like $50 or something, $60. So I'm gonna wrap it up, bro. Balanced price range, so they may want to take it lower from here. Yeah. The order block is here. We stayed in the upper portion. Maybe I should have kept it like under. I should have kept it under the CE of the inversion. Let's see if what we do here. They came all the way back just to wick me. Damn, that's crazy. That's looking kind of crazy. This is their retracement. No way, please don't do that. Okay. Damn, bro, I might have moved my stop loss just a little too early. I'm gonna get back in though. I'll take another free inverse that. Yeah, I may have moved my stop just too early, bro. Or at least keep it under the CE. Gotta keep it under the CE at all times. Alright, I'm gonna get back in. I like that reaction there.
Order filled.
Stop loss gonna go under the swing low here. We'll do one more.
Order filled.
It's an eval, so I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. So entry here. I like that, yeah. So they may want to run price higher going into the. I like that a lot there. I like that. So want to see how we close, and then we got the inversion right here. I usually like to put my got the inversion there. If we get a change in, this would be another change in state. I like that there. So I have one more there.
Order filled.
Stop loss will go here. There shouldn't be no reason why I come back there. Like, if we're being honest. 2 R's here. I'm okay with that. So I'll move my stop under the order block low just for the time being. This is the eval though. This is the eval. Keep in mind, if this was a funded, I probably wouldn't do this, but I don't want to sit here and be taking all day on the, you know what I mean? But if I made a tiny mistake of moving my stop loss just a tad bit early, make sure to keep it under the CE. So we'll just put it here and we should be good. If not, then we'll call it a day and come back another day. But there shouldn't be no reason why we come all the way back up to this wick. We can come into this wick a little bit. We got the wick here. We got this wick there. 0.5, so we shouldn't get all the way down there if we're going to continue to price higher. And if we get above, I'll add another one. I'll be okay with adding more. All right, let me clean some of this up, chat. Clean some of this up. We remove the executions. Remove that there. Let's see. Bitcoin is still bullish as fuck. We are going higher. We'll see. We'll see, chat. But so far, it's just like, it's not looking too good. Yeah. They just playing around with price action right here. It may just be high resistance. But I'm okay with this though. I'm okay with this. This is a rejection block. So if we stay above, if we close below the rejection block, then I'm cooked for sure. We got 12 minutes left. If we close above this, then I'm cooked. Looking at the 0.5 level of that 15-minute wick. I mean, of that 5-minute wick here. This 5-minute, treating it as a gap. So the consequent encroachment is there. I want to see them inverse this gap here. I could see them pricing this higher though. I could see them also tapping like after closing on the 4 hour. I could see them like closing here on the 4 hour and then maybe bringing it back above. Let's see. Brought it back above this inversion. We'll get rid of that CE. Still got this order block here. Still got this order block there. Still using this inversion there. So looking at this block, rejection block here from the 2 minute, here and here. Let's see, man. We had this on ES. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like how that opened. I don't like that right there. Yeah, I really don't like that. We got this 5 minute and we got this inversion, so if we can trade above this, this would become your proportion block, and then I can add another one there. Maybe push the stop. Maybe put the stop higher under this low. I'm okay with that. Given that the fact this is an eval, this is an eval, so I'm okay with that. We gotta see some displacement. I'll get rid of this here. So we got this order block, this inversion. Looking at this gap here too. Let me see if we can get that as inversion. If we can get that as inversion, that'll be pretty decent. But I don't like how like this candle wick. I want to see some displacement. I don't want to see them bring it back low and wick. I mean, they could, but I'd rather not see that. We got the immediate rebalance on the 15 minute. That's nice right there. That's pretty nice. So yeah, we came back into it. Yeah, I'm probably cooked, chat. Sorry though. It be like that sometimes. We inside the 4 hour, we inside this 4 hour bullish fair value gap, trying to get a price run out of it. It just not the best. Okay, it's just not going. It won't happen. And we're going lower on the dollar, so we should ideally be going higher on future pairs. So it's just one of them days, I don't want to take all day trying to pass this, but I don't want to rush it, so we'll just take whatever this is. We'll take whatever this is and just call it a day. Whatever type of loss this is, we'll just call it a day.
Stop filled.
Alright, fuck it. They don't want to deliver.
Order
Yeah,
filled.
they don't want to deliver, so we're just gonna call that. We in drawdown, so we'll just chill and try to get out of this by the end of the week. But I'm not gonna take too long on these accounts. I don't want to sit here and try to take too long. If I'm wrong, then I was just wrong. couldn't do it. Either it couldn't do it, or like it's just my stop loss placement. But I'm not expecting them to keep running it back and forth like this, bro. So if they gonna keep doing that, then fuck it. It is what it is. So down, not bad. Down about 400. Oh, down about 400 in the account. About about 300 really. 300 in this account. About 300 in this account. So we good, bro. I'm not really chipping about, you know, day like this. If I find something in the PM session, I may trade the PM. Well, I did take 3, so I may just chill. I did take 3, so I'm gonna just chill. Kind of overdid my welcome in anyway. After seeing price do this and then come back, my stop loss would have definitely already kind of been here. So if I would have, my stop loss was above the inversion fair value gap below, and we got this price run higher, I would have moved my stop here for sure, or under the CE. So I would have got tagged regardless. So we just call it a day. Just chill out. We'll come back to this another time. Do that. Damn. These are all valid entries though to take price higher. I feel like we come back inside the 4-hour bullish fair value gap. We're inside this 1-hour bullish fair value gap. We got a change in the state of delivery. Got the inversion change in the state. It's just, I guess the narrative, they want to take it lower. Yep, they just want to just take it lower, I guess. Yep. Guess the narrative is lower. But I had a few short opportunities here. I just didn't want a long. Didn't want a short under the midnight open. Wanted the long under it today, but the narrative was lower, so that's where I was wrong. We gave just 3 tries though, so I'm not mad about it. Even though I don't like taking 3 trades like that in one single session, I really don't like it. But you know, we gave it 3 tries and it still didn't. After giving us confirmation, we break above inversion, it still didn't deliver. So I'm gonna let today have it. I'm gonna definitely let today have it. Yep. All right, chat. I'm gonna get with y'all boys later, man. May spark up a stream. May hop on here tomorrow. Spark up a stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So we'll see what we got CPI on Friday. Oh no, we don't got CPI on Friday. Yeah, bro. Damn, this looks extremely good, bro. Like, damn, this looked extremely good. It looked extremely good, bro. Extremely good. I want to get some size on these accounts, though. Definitely want to get some size on these accounts. So I took a long here. My stop was here. Then took another long here. Stop was long, stop. Long, stop. Oh, okay, there. Go. Yeah, bro. Appreciate you. I didn't even know I took a loss today. It's only down about 300 in this account. And about 300 in this account. So I'm not really chipping. It's okay. We'll just accept that. Just journaled up. Damn, bro. I really wish. Nah, I wish, but like, let me see. I really wish. What's today? Tuesday. Yeah. I wish. Um. Negative. If we'll just do 496. Negative 496 in the eval. As a whole, we'll take that order block. There. Yeah, bro. Alright. We just get our pictures and shit, so when I come back, I can just journal. I'm not gonna journal right away. I'm gonna get off these charts. But why do I keep hearing that? So I guess this was the change in the state there from the 1 minute. So I guess I could have stayed on board. That's me changing the state. This was the yeah. This was yeah. This let me know here the change in state, and then once price kept delivering lower, we just kept delivering lower order block there, trade lower there. Yep, I was just wrong today, bro. I can admit I was just wrong. I was wrong on the delivery of price action. I was wrong today, bro. 100%. Because I should have just kept. I could have been looking for nothing but shorts, even though I want to be long under the midnight open. We're just extremely heavy. We're extremely heavy. We barely have any. I mean, we got quite some movement though. That's why I was kind of skeptical a little bit, cause like this is the midnight open, and we got some movement above it. You see here, we got movement here. We got movement above it, so that's why I wasn't just trying to chase the shorts yet. You know what I mean? But this was the original change in state order block. We use it here at news. You see, we trade back below the first fair value gap. Another order block. We don't tap into it. Breakaway gap. Yep, order block there, we tap into it here, price trades higher into this gap here, which becomes inversion, but we stay in the lower portion, we trade lower with displacement, inversion fair value gap. No, that's not inversion fair value gap, that's reclaim, this is reclaim bearish fair value gap, but we do have the inversion here and here, so we got here, so I have plenty of opportunities to take the shorts, plenty. I was just wrong on the day, bro, that's my fault, bro. I was just wrong, bro. I was wrong. Okay, 5 minute. Actually, let me do this too as well. Well, I'll come back and mark that up. But that there. And it's 11:30, so yeah, I'm definitely not doing anything else. That there. First fair value gap. And then we had it here as well. We had this 5 minute change in state. And this becomes your breaker as well too, or the block breaker, whatever you want to call it. So that's my fault, bro. Really, just offside today, bro. Fuck. Plenty of opportunity to get on board with price. Plenty of opportunity. We didn't close yet, so I can't really classify that as like I mean, I guess I can use something else. I can use this here. I should have used that. Yeah, it's okay though. Let me do this. I'm okay with this though. You feel me? We trade lower into a discount. We're in a discount based on, the actual range high to low, even though this is implied. We gotta imply this into it. This is an implied range. If I were to look at this as from a high to low, we're in a discount. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with giving it 3 tries, cause it still probably could. It probably still end up trading higher. It just lunch hour. It's just about to cure, so they gonna maybe trade it lower. They probably gonna try to take anybody who's trying to chase anybody who's going long here. They probably just take them out, which they did here, which I was part of, and then they may take it higher, take this high, then take it back low, or they could just take it low from here. So, then my only two things they could really do. I have this 1 hour. Get rid of that there. Keep that up. Yep. This may be the draw too. We got this new week opening gap, and we got this new week opening gap. Usually when we're between new week opening gaps like this, they like to bring it to like the midpoint. So like the midpoint between the new week opening gaps, they like to bring it. They like to bring it usually there. So it's okay though, bro. We'll just take that, bro. Call it a day, bro. So if I'm bearish, and I think price gonna deliver lower, and we put in the swing high here, and this is the low. Okay, yeah. I gotta have that as implied for sure. Yep. Yeah, bro. Fuck. The ES. Oh yeah, and we're still in the lower portion. I mean, I don't know, bro. I just didn't want to just I didn't want to be shorting this, but I guess this is the proper short if I'm being realistic, bro. Like, I can't be ignorant to the fact. I can't try to force my will on the market. It is the shorts were it for sure. I got 1 hour. I need the 4 hour. Yeah, cause this one large candle right here, this was kind of like, damn. But I did say I would want to see price staying in lower portion of this gap here, and it did. So I could have been looking for shorts. So I'll make sure to note that and journal that down, so I won't second guess myself next time. So we'll just take that call today. All right, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and get off this. I'll see y'all boys probably tomorrow or something. If I do take a trade, I'll take one in the PM, just one only. But we'll see though. Depends on what I got going on. Depends on what I'm doing. But yeah, we're gonna call it a day. a screenshot of this as well, because I should have known. I should have stuck with that there. Yeah, let me take a screenshot of this there. Because obviously we're bearish, bro. Like, this is just bearish. This is just a bearish sentiment. We stay in the lower portion of a higher time frame PD array. Yep. I'm okay with the loss, but it's just like, damn, bro. You know, it's just like, I kind of already, like, been through this plenty of times. So it's just like, it's kind of annoying a little bit. But, all right, chat. I'm going to get with y'all boys tomorrow, man. Appreciate y'all for stopping through. Appreciate y'all for liking the stream. We wasn't on board today, but it's all right. We'll just accept this here. And then we'll see what the future and we'll see what tomorrow or the day after has to offer us. So we'll just take that.